In any given community or region, the economy is shaped by those men and women who have chosen a different path, their own path, and as a result have created wealth for our neighbors and our institutions. They are the innovators, the entrepreneurs. They take the road less traveled, and by doing so, we are better for it, through their inventions, their products, and their services. It is their businesses that employ us, but their passion that inspires us. Thomas College celebrates the legacy of these innovators and entrepreneurs every day by teaching the next generation of men and women who will walk along that same path. In order to ensure that this legacy will continue, we are proud to announce and launch the Institute for Business Innovation.
So we took over Loyal Biscuit about 7 years ago. It had actually been my favorite store on Main Street. I quit my job. I had worked in banking for 15 years and I just quit my job and bought a retail store. And we have 4 locations throughout the state of Maine. Our focus really is on healthy pet nutrition. We specialize in nutrition for dogs and cats. We have healthy food and treats, but we also have toys, beds, collars, the fun stuff that goes along with it as well. Entrepreneurs have a huge impact on local and regional economies. You know, Rockland, for example, there's so many small businesses up and down Main Street, and singly it takes a lot for us to do something, but together we make a huge difference. And the amount of people that we employ, the amount of money we give back to our communities, and the amount of help we give back to our communities. Thomas College inspired me to be an entrepreneur before I even knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. When I was in Thomas, again, my focus was on accounting, and that's what I was going to do. But I think it inspired a little bit of wanting to own my own business, just not knowing what that business was, what my passion really was at that point in time. But Thomas allowed me to learn all kinds of aspects of business and to understand how it all went together, so that when, 15 years after graduation, I found my passion, I was able to take everything that I had learned from there and put it to use and create a successful business from it.
Vacationland Skydiving has been here in Pittsfield in different variations for over 20 years. I was a local pilot flying in and out of here, knew all of the guys, and essentially it became for sale. Just sat down one day and said, okay, let's go for it, let's do it. And so we bought the company. Skydiving is not one of those things that you can really explain. It's really something you have to do in order to understand it, but it's an incredible experience. So what does being an entrepreneur mean to me? I think it just means, kind of being in charge of your own, your own end. You will get out of it what you put into it. You also get to write your own ticket. I own a number of businesses, and I did this in conjunction with banking for years. What Thomas did for me in that respect is gave me an education and a footing, an understanding of different concepts. Just that platform, the experience, a way to think about business, and small business owner is really the backbone of the economy. They're the ones that employ more people than the larger corporations, and they're also, I think, the ones that answer a lot more questions on the community level. They answer, the entertainment questions that, where do I go skydiving? Well, skydiving is mostly small business.
So I came to Thomas after a year and a half at University of Southern Maine. Came to Thomas, switched my major to business management. I was really excited to come back here, and before returning, I was told by my mother to clean out my closet of any unwanted t-shirts, and I was left with a big pile of t-shirts, and rather than bringing them to Goodwill, I decided that I would try to make a product out of them. I started prototyping with my 2 golden retrievers, and long story short, after some trial and error, we had the wag rag. And what I did is I took the information when I came to Thomas that I was learning in the classes, and I actually applied it to everyday business as I was starting wag rags. An example of that would be when I went to Accounting 101, a lot of the kids didn't really want to be there, or they struggled with it. But I had such an easy time with it because I was taking what we were learning and what was being taught out of the textbook, and I was actually applying it real life to my business on a daily basis. Entrepreneurs, I think, are playing a bigger and bigger role every year in the economy, just because that innovation, it drives the economy, and it really brings new ideas, new methods to light that otherwise may not have come about. I've now founded 4 businesses, and I have no plan of stopping anytime soon. Most recently, I just started a drone business called Drone Scout. So another thing about Thomas, when I was here, the faculty played a huge role in making connections, looking over business ideas, looking over business documents, which played a huge role in helping WagRags become more successful.
I'm really excited for the Institute. I see it being a great resource for those of us that are already in business to get help as we grow. But also as one that started out, I didn't really know where to go or what to do or what I had to do. And so I think having this resource to really teach those steps that need to happen is going to be a great thing for the state of Maine.
There's a lot of people out there with good ideas that just don't know how to take them to the next level, don't know how to develop a business with them or develop a product or just sell themselves. So anytime you can take somebody that has that flair, just doesn't know how to do it, and teach them how to put themselves out there, that's a good thing.
It's going to provide an area where other like-minded individuals can come together, they can collaborate, they can toss ideas around, they can bounce ideas off of each other, and budding entrepreneurs can eventually take their idea to reality with the help of Thomas.